All right, welcome everybody. Welcome this morning. Welcome, 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 welcome. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. So, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, welcome Instagram. Welcome Facebook. All right, welcome to another episode of my show. I really appreciate you guys. Crown Suji, how you doing, my man? How is the family? How is the family, Mr. Crown Suji? Okay, let me bring this down a little bit. Let's do audio check. Audio check. Can you guys hear me? Uh, let me hear you. Somebody give me feedback real quick this morning. Can you guys hear me? Thank you. We give God all the praise. Yes, sir. That's it. Audio is fabulous. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, we can hear you. All right, loud and clear. All right, let's start like this. There is an echo in your voice. All right. Can somebody how about that? How about that? Somebody said there's echo in my voice. Can somebody just let me know if the echo is still there? Or Labingpe, how are you? You love this beach shit. Okay. All right. I love it too. It's a gift. It's a gift from my wife. It's a gift from my wife. All right. Thank you very much, Jerry. I want you to no echo. Perfect. That's great. All right. Let's go. Let's get to it. Now, uh, what we are doing on this show is actually very fantastic. Um, a lot of people are going through a lot, and I'm not going to lie. Don't about for me. Uh, me only believe it. I won't believe it that truly people are going through a lot. I won't. It's a little difficult for us to believe that people are going through something. We always think everybody's marriage is perfect, uh, like our own. Even though no, no perfect home, no perfect marriage. We just want to believe that. We just want to believe that. Okay, that's what we want to believe, and that's the reason why people say I am happily married. I am happily married. All right. When people say I'm happily married, me, I just they laugh. I just they laugh. If we Busola Adini, God bless you. Uh, if you ask me, Dr. Shola, are you happily married? I will tell you I am married. I'm not sure maybe my wife is happy with me. Am I happy with her? Uh, yeah. Marriage is very challenging. And sometimes you feel like, okay, you're not really happy in this relationship. It's not every day you are happy. So, but when we talk as Christians, Niger Christians, we always love to talk by faith. We always talk by faith. I'm happily married, but it's by faith. I had a discussion with one young lady, and she was sharing about what she's going through in our relationship with me, and how the man is not respectful. Da 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 da. So when people talk to me, I go to their page on Instagram to check the page out, and you see when I got the page, I saw her. sharing the picture of her husband. She was like, "My better half, him that completes me, him that gives me joy, him that I was like, that's cool. That's cool. All right." So I went back to the chat, and I asked her, I said, "But with what I'm seeing on your page, I'm seeing you celebrating a man and say, 'Oh, him that completes me, him that gives me joy.'" So I was like, "I'm just writing that." So okay, that's fine. It's so very good to write such things, But for me, if I want to catch you, I go to your page. I go to your page if I want to catch you. Like, "Iwo, oh, Lizalo." It's just like people telling me that I prayed before marrying her. I prayed before marrying him. And I will ask them, "What did God say?" And then they start looking at me. Please don't look at me. You you believe in God, right? Say yes, and you know that God, great gifts come from the Lord. They say yes, we know. I say okay. So if truly you prayed and God gave you the permission to go ahead and marry someone, all right, why are you planning to divorce the person right now? Probably there's no God. Maybe we should just say there is no God. But I believe that it's just a madman that will say there is no God. The problem is that we have not listened to God. We didn't follow the instructions of God. You did not look well before you jumped. And many people are still jumping today. Many people are still jumping today. And one thing I notice is that when you go to a prophet, the prophet will tell you the mind of God. And the mind of God, my prophet said, my prophet, I was like, "Listen, guys, knock it out. Please, when you come to me, don't be saying my prophet said my prophet. I don't want to know. I don't want to hear it. Okay? I don't. So don't tell me my prophet connected us together. We are connected by revelation. We are connected by vision. Don't come and tell me all that kind of stuff. Please don't. You marry the guy, you marry the girl because you like them, and probably you fell in love with them without checking properly. And sometimes you check, and it's just that okay, situations will happen. Okay, and sometimes you don't know how to resolve things. How to resolve things. To resolve things, you must know how to do that. They call it conflict resolution. Many men must to learn it. Fisayo, how are you? Sandra, me, are you there? You know, you have to. Even if God has joined the two of you together, you still must learn how to be a leader. You must learn how to resolve issues. You cannot continue to do the same thing over and over again and again, and then be expecting a good result. It's never going to come. It's never going to come. Even if God is in the foundation of a relationship, we still must to walk. We have to walk. We have to work on the relationship. We have to work on. The failure to work on your marriage is actually going to end up in disaster. Call me. Okay, how you doing? It's still going to end up in disaster because it's God. Doesn't mean you must not work. You must work. All right, work on the marriage. Now they call something, they call it deal breaker. Deal breaker. Good morning, Dijon. God bless you. They call it deal breaker. I don't know if you have any. Some people don't have any. Some do. And they normally will communicate it at the beginning of the relationship that, okay, this is my deal breaker. If you do this, this is what's going to happen. Some people will tell you if you cheat, that's the end of the marriage. Some people will say if you lie, that's the end of the marriage. Some people will say if you raise your hand on me, that's the end of the marriage. Some people will say if you insult me, that's the end of marriage. All right. Everybody must to have a deal breaker. It gives you that value. It creates a kind of importance around you that will make people to know that this is how you love yourself. That you cannot accept any of this around you. That if it should happen, this is exactly what you're gonna do. All right. When people say this deal breaker, it means that I'm gonna go without looking back. It's not about you saying this is my deal breaker. It's not like you're saying this is my deal breaker. And at the same time, something like that will happen. Then you now turn around again and say, oh, but because of the children. That's not a deal breaker. Because of the children, I'm going to go back. Um, I had a discussion with one beautiful young lady like a few days ago. She went back to her husband 4 times after divorce. She went back to her husband 4 times after divorce. Just imagine that. Okay, I'm divorcing you. I'm going away. You are not treating me right. I am going to be gone. Da 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 da. And then you walked out, and then now you're back again. And the guy did it again. Now you're back again. Then the guy did it again. Then you're back again. Then the guy did it again. 4 times the guy did it. And she kept on going back. And some of you guys are like that. Some of you guys are like that. You don't value yourself. You guys don't value yourselves. All right. You just feel like, okay, it's an achievement to be married. I must be married. I must be married. Can't live. I know. I understand loneliness is crazy. I can't live my life by myself. I don't have stuff. But the issue is that you are ridiculing yourself. You're ridiculing yourself by not uh, 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 valuing yourself. Okay. And I always tell women, and it seems like, they just, I don't know. I don't know. Mental health is actually a very serious thing. Every time someone would do someone messes up around you, whenever they break your heart, whenever you cry, whenever you're sad, whenever you're whatever, that stuff is not just affecting any other thing, but affecting your mind. Affecting your mind. Okay? You need to be very careful. Don't continue to take nonsense upon nonsense. I know a lot of men that would never give their wives nonsense. I know men who are actually very good, men who are very respectful. They just don't respect people outside, they respect their wives at home. I know women that give respect to their husbands. All right. And I know women who are very rude and disrespectful. I know many of them. All right. So you need to choose what you want. You can't just be doing certain things and be expecting marriage to work for you. It is not going to work. You can't continue to insult your husband and believe that marriage is going to work. You can't continue to deal with your wife like a slave and think that marriage is going to work for you. It will work for a time, but it's not going to work forever. It's just going to work for a time, and by the time it's done, it's done. All right. It's just like you running after a snake. The snake will get to a point whereby the snake is going to turn and run after you. And what you see today or what you're experiencing today is because you have been running after the snake, and the snake is now, okay, I think I need to fight for my life. Even if I'm going to die, let me kill somebody too. So the snake is going to turn around and just come after you. And then that's when the whole problem is going to start. Just like the Yoruba people will say, Igbati eshishin jelegbo ẹnìkan kan ò gbọ́. Ìgbà tí elégbò wá bínú tó wá fẹ́ jẹ ṣinṣin. And now ariwo wá ta. And that's what we see today. Whatever you see, marital situations you see today, it didn't just start. It didn't just start yesterday or today. It has been there for a long time. It's been there for a long time. One of them, has been taking nonsense. One of them have been keeping quiet. All right. Most of the time, women will do that because women want to keep married. They want to keep it. Oh, I can't be married 2 times, so I want to have all my kids in one place. I want to have all my children in one place. I can't be around you. But now you are not evaluating your life. Where are you today? Where were you yesterday? Where were you 10 years ago? Ladies, you are still where you are 20 years ago. And that's the same point where you still are. That's where you are right now. You have not changed. You have not changed nothing. And time is going. Every time you hear the clock ticking, tan, 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 it's telling you that time is going. Time is going. You better do something right now. You better do something right now. No, you will not do nothing. You will hold on to the thing that is actually creating stagnancy for you. You hold on to that thing that is creating sadness for you. You hold on to that thing that is actually making you stagnant in your life. That's what you hold on to. You hold on to it. And it's not your fault. Okay, I was sharing with the brother today. You know, religion destroyed us in Africa. And that's why we're poor. We're poor because of religion. When I was growing up, my mother would say, don't talk to this person. Don't talk to that person. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. And you know one funny thing? Those places that they actually restricted me from going, actually those are the doors needed for me to get to limelight. Those were the doors. But my mother would say, no, God, Ọlọ́run máa bínú o, Jésù ń wẹ̀ o, ẹ̀rántí ọmọ ẹni tó ń ṣe o, Jésù ó bínú o, Jésù ó ṣe o. To the extent that my mother will hide money under the wardrobe and she will put 3 crosses on the money. And she will write, Owó Jésù ni má jí o. And me, I will still steal it. And I will still take Jesus, Jésù má bínú o. Mo need the owó yìí ni o. Oh yeah, àwọn sísí kan wà ń gbòòrò tí mo ní láti lọ treat o. Oh yeah, Jesus, oh yeah, understand o. Mo láti jí owó yìí o. Owó ẹ ni o. Kò ṣe owó mọ́mì mi o. Oh yeah o, mi ò rí ẹ o. But Ọlọ́run ló ń wò mí o. Mo sorry gan, Mr. Jesus, èmi ti jí owó eléyìí o. I will steal the money. Jesus didn't do anything. Maybe he did. Maybe I didn't know. I actually apologized to Jesus before stealing the money. I did. I apologized to Jesus before stealing his money and stuff like that. Oh, Jesus. I stole the money. Oh, Jesus, mo lọ fi rock àwọn sisi gbòòrò. They prevented us from doing things. They locked us down. The only place we go is church. That's all. No, we're not privileged to do anything. Don't hang out with this person. It's just like my mother. My mother must have repeated remember the son of whom you are. She must have repeated it like 5 billion times that it's still, even till now, it's still ringing in my head. Is it in my mind? Is it the religion thing is a way of actually suppressing people, putting people under control, and then they will now be poor. They'll be poor. They'll poor. My mother will now call everybody, Talo Jowo, who stole this money? Who stole this money? Oh? All of us will now line up. Like, I didn't steal your money. Instead of me, I'm telling myself, like, oh, Jesus, let me Gio, mommy. I didn't touch your money. Oh, Jesus, I stole. And stuff. Then the money will now turn around and become mommy's money. Now it's no longer, oh, this is not the money of Jesus again. It's now my mother's money. I was like, Mom, let's do things the right way, man. Let's do things the right way. Stop putting things on Jesus. It's your money. Put it there. Say, my you, mommy, you, I will understand. I say, well, you know. Like, oh, Jesus, the mommy. So a lot of different stuff. Religion is a killer of a man. That's why we've been preaching that Christianity is not a religion. Christianity is not supposed to limit you. Christianity is supposed to give you wings to fly. Christianity is supposed to give you freedom to make mistakes, rectify them, move on. Because it's inside of your mistakes that you're going to learn something that will bring you to limelight. All right? People call it trial by error. So I noticed so many things are going on, and it seems like people don't care. They really don't care. All of us just care about ourselves, and we don't listen to other people's stories. And people are going through a lot more than what you could imagine. Right? So a lot of you Nigerians will be shouting government, government, government. It's not government. It's you. I've come to realize one thing. Stop focusing on government. Focus on yourself. You are the architect of your life. Government is not going to come and give you money to start a business. Government is not going to come and give you money to pay your bills. Government will not do that. Even here in America, if you see good roads, it's our money. They take the tax out of our money to do those things. When you see electricity, it's our money. This last month, my electricity bill was about $500 plus. The AC was on 24/7. It's still on now. These young people, they will leave the light on, they won't turn it off. They won't turn it off. They just leave it on. So you are the one paying for it. So when we're not looking at government, you are missing it. Some people live inside of the same country where you are shouting government, and they are making it. Inside the same country where you are shouting government, they are making money and becoming rich. Focus on you. Many of us want to do white collar job. Let them just pay me salary. Let them just pay me salary. No, that's not never going to help you. You need to look to yourself. What could I offer? What could I offer? I was watching a video some few days ago. Mr. Macaroni was actually throwing bills of money. That guy graduated like about a year ago. Like about a year ago. He went to serve like about a year ago. And right now, that guy is spending bills of money. It's not money ritual. It's your colony. It's your colony. Majority of you, when you have money in your hand, it's difficult for you to differentiate between the seed and the bread. There is the seed and there is the bread. You don't eat seeds. You sow seeds. You plant it in the ground. The only thing you eat is the bread. That's why the Bible says you are given the seed to the sower. People who want to sow seed, he will give them seed. The ones that want to eat, he give them bread. Instead of you sowing your seed, you eat it. And then you're not waiting for government to come and give you money, come and give you the seed to plant. And that's where you're missing it. Mr. Macaroni is spending bills of money. All right. Brother Shaggy is coming to America. Going to all over America right now. His gifts is making a way for him. That guy suffered big time at the beginning of his career. Ijebu, he's here, going all around all states right now, making money. Laulu Benjo is everywhere, doing what he loves to do, making money. You see, if you don't have that ability to figure out your gifts, to find the kind of gift that God has given unto you, good morning, Dr. Yomi Higgins, you will lack. 9 to 5 job can never and will never give you anything until you're collecting that money from the 9 to 5 and investing it into something different. Just telling you. That's not where we're going. See, where we're going today is deep, very, very deep. And I want you guys to concentrate and focus. It's possible for you guys to call in. I'll give you opportunity to do so. If not, we'll just shut it down and we'll go. Meanwhile, a lot is happening. And sometimes you don't have answers to these things. And the very first thing a lot of you guys would do is let's run to pastor. Let's run to prophet. Let's this is the devil. It's powers and principality. Oh, they are afflicting my life. They are firing arrows at me. They are doing this. Oh, powerful, right? Some group of people wanted to take my mother's house. So they will cook egg and put yam and put like some few leaves all around it and pour palm oil on it and go and put it inside a calabash. They now put it in front of the house. Fake. Just to scare you. Don't come back to this place. There is juju there. They are putting sacrifice in front and stuff like that. And you yourself, you run and you call yourself a Christian. Why not pee on the stuff? Carry it and throw it away. Or you can remove all the egg and the yam and eat them. And just waka and come out for the place. In my church here in Houston, they put calabash and yam and egg in front of our church. When I arrived on Sunday, I arrived on Sunday. I looked at it. I was like, ebori. I kicked it. The bulk of the year came, they finished the whole breakfast. Egg and yam. They ate those. I opened the door. We went into church. We did our service. It was fantastic. Nothing happened. Is it they want to scare you? Babalawo wants to scare you. Pastors want to scare you. Onishegu wants to scare you. Everybody wants to scare you. So they actually want to use that fear they have created in you to scare you. And that's why when you go to some churches, they always have one place. They call it Ileanu. You cannot wear shoe into a place. You cannot go there when you are doing menstrual period. You cannot go there when they're doing this and all kinds of to create fear into you. And then you see that place as a place where a place you should worship. Worship. There's nothing there. Ibi gbogbo nílẹ̀ ọ̀wọ̀. There's nowhere. You can pray inside of your bathroom when you are taking a dump. You can pray in the shower. You can pray anywhere. God is everywhere. God is going to hear you. But they will create that place just to fool you. So you believe that that is the place where prayers are being answered. No, prayers are not answered over there. Prayer can be prayer. There is no place. Anywhere you pray, God is there. Driving, God is there. Sleeping, God is on your side. He lives inside of you. He doesn't live on the ground. He's not living on the ground. He's living in you. He's living in you. It's not living on the ground. God is not living on. If they know Bible very well, they will know that you are the carrier of God. Your body is a temple of God. It's not a place. All right. That's the Old Testament dealings before Christ. All right. That's the Old Testament dealing before Christ. When Christ came, Asho Ikele Tempili fire. The holies of holies was exposed. He tore the whole stuff into pieces, allowing every one of us to come boldly. If you understand Bible, you will not be following all of these idiots who don't know jack. You won't be following them. The knowledge only comes from you reading the Bible. If you don't read it, you won't understand it. You carry God. God is not over there until you get there. When you get there, then you carry God. That's why the Bible says, where two or more gathers in my name, I am there. Where? It doesn't matter where. Under the tree, inside a bar, in a club, wherever that two people gather in my name, I am present. You don't have to go to one place, not feel okuta surround here. No. All that, those stuff is gimmick. Just to make you feel, oh, that's the holy land. You cannot wear shoe into the place. That's the place where prayers are being answered. No, it's not. Àìmọye iṣẹ́ ìṣẹ́gun tí mo lọ ṣe ní ilẹ̀ àánú tí ò ṣẹ́ tí ò sí nothing. Iṣẹ́ ìṣẹ́gun mo ṣiṣẹ́ ìṣẹ́gun mo fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ìṣẹ́gun pa. I'm telling you. Mo ṣiṣẹ́ ìṣẹ́gun. I went to sell. I went over there. Èṣù ló ń gbẹ. The devil is following me. Iṣẹ́ ìṣẹ́gun la máa ṣe. Mo ṣiṣẹ́ ìṣẹ́gun kò gún ọ̀sẹ̀. I found out that I'm the Ogun. I am actually the Ogun that is affecting my life. It's affecting my life. All right? That's what is affecting me. Me, myself. Until I dealt with myself. And everything changed. It's mind. It will take Nigerians a lot of time. I can see some people trying to give excuses here. A lot of and that's it. That's the kind of mindset. They will fight and fight. When they listen to this truth, they cannot believe the truth. They will always find something to say just to defend the lies. They will find something to say. They will find something to say just to defend the lies. They will find something to say to defend the lies. And most of them probably they are part of those people eating need pepe. When they are eating you need pepe, they will not want the truth to come so that people will not disconnect from them. They will not. And you quickly run there when you have marital situation. Hey, Joe. Even the Olusho that is there doesn't have a wife. He already kicked his wife out. He's doing the Olusho is doing agbere, sleeping with a lot of other women in church, and that's the place you want to run to. Borrow yourself, brain. Borrow yourself, brain. So much is happening, but we have refused. We are refused to, you know, connect to the right solution. We refuse to apply the right solution to the old stuff. We have continued to fool ourselves. And this is the same way we're going to continue for the rest of our lives. We are going to continue like this for the rest of our lives. Because I could see it. See people fighting for Ileanu. Ileanu last one, they are fighting for it. Talk about the pastor right now, they will fight for the pastor. They don't know God, though. They don't know God at all. They cannot fight for God, though, but they will fight for one church. They will fight for church name. They will fight for one GO. They will fight for one Ileanu. They will fight for the cross. They will fight for whatever they will fight for. When they hear the truth, they will never believe it. They will never believe it. It has not been given to them that mind to actually be able to break something down and look at it and say, so I've been in bondage all my life, living in bondage all your life. The young man I spoke with today actually spoke very well. The boy told me I used to go to kid, kill, die, die, die church. He didn't mention the church. He was a very brilliant kind of guy. He said, until my wife told me, show me what has changed in your life now. Nothing. He said, you better come to a place where they had value to your life. I was like, So he changed his church. And the new pastor now teaching him principles of how to prosper in life. How to prosper in life. Principles of how to prosper in life. And now this guy is now doing so well. I asked the guy, I said, tell me the difference. The difference is this. Those pastors that you see and prophets that you see, they will start giving you promises. God is going to do this. God will do this. God will do this. All right. But they will not tell you how to get to that destination. If I'm telling you, if I'm lying to you, please tell me I'm lying. They will never tell you how to get there. They only give you the promises of God. Oh, the mind of God towards you. Oh, there's a plan for your life. God wants you to this, and this is where you're going to find yourself in 10 years' time. This is where you're going to see in 4 days' time. God will do this. In 20 days' time, God will do this. They actually just motivate you. They get you so excited. And then you just go and sit down, expecting it to happen. No, it's never going to happen. They don't know how to get there. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know how to get there. You know, when the Bible is saying, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all other things shall be added unto you. The Bible is not saying it's going to happen automatically. No. When you seek God, God will give you the ability to create wealth. When you seek God, you get the ability to create wealth. So when you now get the ability to create wealth, you go and put it to use, then all other things will now start following you. Money will come because you're now using the principles. The ability has been given to you, you now use it. It's so difficult for Nigerian Christians to sit down and think. Look around you. Look around you. What do you see? How many unbelievers are actually out there suffering? How many Christians are suffering today? And that's what is affecting our homes. We need to do better. We need to do better. Somebody's asking me, how do we find our gifts? I've been asking God this question forever. I am pained when I think about this stuff. Madam, Euro. You see, there are some people, they call them coaches. It's just like we have therapists and we have doctors. All right. They call them career coaches. They call them life coaches. All right. Now, those people, they are being trained to discover who you are. They are being trained to discover your gift and your talents. See, a lot of you guys don't want to spend money, but you want to make money. There's no way you will make money without spending money. That's what I said. The seed to the sower and the bread to the eater. If you continue to eat your bread or eat your seed, it will amount to nothing for you. You remain on the same spot. There are some things that you have in your hand that are not supposed to be for food. There's this money in your hand that is not supposed to be for you to buy in your anamala or pay house rent. That money in your hand is for you to invest into your life. Into your life. Okay? So when you now hire a coach, you pay the fee. If they're asking you 200, 300, 1,000, you pay that money. And then you sit down. And then they ask you questions. And they talk about your passion. And then gradually, as you go back there, they're putting all the pieces together. They are professionals. They know what to tell you. They call them life coach. They will ask you questions you'll never believe it. I'm telling you. You never believe it. They will discover who you are and then they present it to you. You will understand that this is actually me. A young man started a video, whatever. I'm a career specialist. Thank you. See, there's somebody there. There's somebody there advertising for free, but it's good because I like it. So a young man said to me, he said, Pastor, it's difficult for me to keep a job. And I said, what do you love to do? What exactly is that thing that when they wake you up in the morning, you jump on it? He said, traveling. I said, to do what? He said, I just love seeing places. I said, that's cool. That's cool. He said, that's your passion right there. I said, yes. I said, okay, you know how we're going to help? He said, what? I said, how much do you have right now saved in your account? So, well, I have probably like about $12,000, $13,000. I said, okay, let's turn it around. I said, how? I said, get yourself some gadgets, buy a few cameras. Okay. Cameras that you can handle by yourself. Okay. So where do you want to go first? He said, let me go to Mexico. I said, very good. I said, some of us want to see Mexico, but there's no privilege for us to go to Mexico. Some of us want to go to Cancun, no privilege for us to go there. Some of us want to go to Australia, but no opportunity for us to go to Australia. You will be the one showing us Mexico. You'll be the one showing us Cancun. You show us Australia. You show us Spain. You show us everywhere. Las Vegas, you'll be the one showing us. He said, so what am I supposed to do? He said, when you get there, just record all the beautiful, beautiful places. When you finish recording it, you edit it and you put a voiceover on it. And open a channel on YouTube and start posting it. That was 8 years ago, if I'm right. 8 years ago. This guy right now is on YouTube. Is all now this guy is getting close to 500,000 views. 500,000 views right now. Do you understand 500,000 views, how much that is? That is a lot of money in a month. And this guy is now traveling everywhere. Now he took a class to become a coach, a life coach. So during this show, he's now teaching people how to start their lives, how to connect to their passion and all kinds of stuff. Then he will show them Mexico, he will show them Spain. This guy is traveling everywhere, is eating all kinds of food. Just imagine someone is eating food and making money. You're just eating food and it's showing them this is actually Ghanaian fufu. This is Ghanaian jollof rice. The name of this restaurant is Kiniko Kiniko. The restaurant is paying him for advertising them. Okay? And he's going everywhere, traveling the world, enjoying himself, sleeping in big hotels everywhere, and making money. And he will do that stuff until he will die. There's no way he will stop. That's his passion. That's his passion right there. That's his passion. And so many other things. Some people love to talk. It's all about talking, 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 talking. The people call them talkatives. When that kind of guy comes on the radio, he will make it. When that kind of guy becomes an MC, if he's funny, he will make it. That kind of person can become a public speaker. He will make it. if he's talking sense. So many things. Some people love children. Some people love to help people. All right. But today they are not. They are actually sitting as an accountant when they are supposed to be running a kind of an organization that will make them to touch lives. Okay. Some are medical doctors. They are not called to be medical doctors. The job is so boring for them. They don't even like it. Even if the money is coming, they are not even interested in it. Some people jump in the shower reluctantly. I don't want to go to work today. It's because you're not enjoying the work you're doing. And you don't know how to convert your passion into money. You must learn how to convert your passion into money. I'm telling you. If I know, or maybe I said if I knew what I know today, I won't even come to the US. I'm telling you. It's just that the opportunity wasn't there for us to get to know all these things. My mother was just sending us to church. Church you, church you, church you, church you. At the end of the day, I don't know. Let me stop right there. Let me go to the topic of today real quick because of time. Because of time. And Instagram, please, if this video should stop, I will start a new one. I will start a new one. You see, marriage is actually now upside down. And you can see it. Even the rate of divorces in Nigeria is increasing. It's increasing. The rate of divorce in Nigeria is increasing. And it's very, very difficult for us right now to even stop anybody from whatever. Very, very difficult. And everybody's just looking for a way to get out. Everybody's looking for a way to get out. Everybody's looking for a way to get out. Work on it, work on it. Yes, I've worked on it. For 5 years, I've been working on it. I just want to get out. And everybody now, they're looking for that tiny little opportunity to walk away. Tiny little opportunity to walk away. and I want to break it down to you guys right now. And I want you to listen carefully because this stuff here is a lot right now. If you have not been experiencing it, it's because you're not watching, you're not checking it. It's because you're not checking it. It's there. It's all over there. If you start checking it, you will start seeing it. If you are not looking for it, you cannot find it. You have to be intentional about it that I am looking for this thing, and whatever it is that you're looking for, you're going to find it. Some of our men are totally done with marriage. They are totally done with marriage. And they don't have any reason to walk away. They don't have any reason to say, okay, I'm done. Because if they should sit down and ask the man, what has she done? He doesn't have any accusation against her. Nothing. This woman didn't do nothing. She's been good. She's been married to Jesus, church. And at the church, they are actually taming her at the church. They're telling her, oh, you got to behave well. Oh, this is actually what they would tell them. And then when they get home, that's who they are. They're totally done with it. So the next thing that men are doing right now is that they set their wives up. They set them up. Women do the same too. They set their husbands up. All right? They want to leave. They're done with the marriage. The marriage is not what they want. They're so tired of it. They just want to walk out of it, but they don't have any reason to. You know, it's just like the Bible people were asking Jesus, can you divorce your wife for just any reason? And Jesus said, no, you can't divorce her for just any reason. The only way you could divorce your wife is when there is sexual immorality or abandonment. Okay? When there's abandonment, yeah, I understand that one. But the moment the man is good, the woman is good, no reason for divorce, stay married. Go and resolve whatever it is that is in your marriage, fix it, make it look good, make it be fantastic. All right? That was what he said to them. So for today, you see that men are actually so tired, they're just trying to walk away. It's either they found another person outside that is gingering their swagger, or maybe they just feel like, okay, this marriage is not for me. I'm tired of it. This woman doesn't look like the kind of woman I want. She's not intelligent. I married her for body part, but now I to see that she's not intelligent and she's not making money, and this, she's just a liability to me. I want to walk away and stop. But they don't have any reason to say, oh, this is what I want to say. Who's going to listen to all that? Nobody. So they decide Now they're going to be setting them up. Okay. So this young lady called me and she told me a story. And she said to me, Pastor Shola, please make sure that you share this with people. If anybody is calling me on this show, please use your real number to call me. Don't use a block number to call me. Use a block number to call me because you want to say some nasty stuff. All right. I'm not going to pick your call. If you call me with your number, unblock your number and call me. If you call me with a block number, I'm not going to pick it up. Sorry. That's not what I do. Call me with a real number. If you is it for me? For me, let me tell you, I'm bold. I'll put my face on anything I say. If you're not bold enough to put your face on anything you want to say, don't bother. Don't bother to say it. Okay, you're a coward. It's only a coward that be hiding behind block number to call somebody. If you really know what you're saying and you want to prove it and you're bold enough to say what you want to say, put your number there. Let's see your number. Don't be using a block number to call me. I don't want that. Don't want block number. So then I set them up. And when they set them up, now they're going to get a reason to walk away, a reason to divorce. So when this young woman called me and she said to me, said, I have a problem, sir. I said, what's your problem? He said, well, something happened in my house. I said, what happened? He said, for almost about 3 years, my husband refused to touch me. My husband refused to touch me. And I was like, why? I was like, why? You're a very beautiful lady. Sometimes, I don't know. Every woman to me is beautiful. Just want to let you know. You guys are beautiful. I don't care. Even if I see somebody that looks like a monkey, I still say, "Oh, you're beautiful." I still say you're beautiful. I say, even if you look like a gorilla, I say, yeah, you're beautiful. Something's beautiful about you. You have a beautiful heart. All right. So for 3 years, the man didn't touch her, but this woman is a very beautiful woman. And then I asked her, I said, Madam, what could be the reason? I was like, sincerely, I do not know. I do not know. I have sat him down many times to ask him, what have I done? Pastor Walistic, how you doing, my brother? You know, he has refused to talk. I do not know, sir. Have you been very insulting? No, sir. Do you cook? Of course, every day. Does he eat? Yes. Do you guys talk? Once in a while. Do you guys sleep in the same room? No. What happened? When did it start? Well, it started like about maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. Then we started having issues, and he kept on saying that I've been talking too much, I'm asking too much questions, too many questions, and all that stuff. And 3 years ago, he stopped touching me. So something happened. What happened? She want to be happy. She want to be happy. She want to be happy. So she found someone on Instagram. On Instagram. I love the men on Instagram and Facebook. They know how to say things they do not mean. If you chat with a guy on Instagram or Facebook, you will think that this man is the gift of God to humanity. I don't know. Oh no, I don't know. I don't know. We guys are so corny. Guys, we are very, very corny. All right. We know exactly how to get a woman. We know exactly how to get a woman. We say all manners of good stuff. Ah, what's up, mama? How you doing today? So, oh my God, you look so beautiful, man. Meh, meh, meh. They will say all manners of things, give you compliments here and there. And I love your outfit. I love your hairdo. I love your English. I love you. They will sleep on your page and start liking every stupid stuff that you post. Every stupid stuff you post, they will keep on liking it. And then they ask you about the kids. And then you too, you be mumu. You where you be mumu that you are not happy in your house before. You mumu that you are not happy in your marriage before. You just say, wow, they're good. Oh my God, he asks about my kids. He's asking of my skin. He must be a family man. He must be a family man. Oh my God. And he's asking about, did I sleep well? Oh my goodness, a very romantic man. Oh Jesus. Oh my God. I know funny thing. I know funny thing about this whole thing is that you can send rose flower to people without even seeing them. You can send them rose flower when they wake up. You see their rose flower inside of their inbox and stuff. And then all these you mumu women, you be saying, I'm blushing. I'm blushing. Blushing, you are blushing on my pioneer. Blushing ain't gonna be CLC. And we know you guys very well. We know that it's all about what you hear. we know it's about what you hear. What you hear is what we know that's what you are moved with. So we know how to do it. We know how to do all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Even though when we got you finally, we won't do it anymore. We won't do it anymore. And then you now start crying. Oh, but you used to love me. I didn't love you. I was just fooling you. I know you are a boo boo. I know the only thing I'll tell you is I tell you I love you. You say, oh my God, oh my God. They quickly say, oh my gosh. They won't say, oh my God. They say, oh my gosh. I don't even know the meaning of that. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to find the meaning. I'm looking for someone to tell me, oh, oh my gosh, God. Love God, love you. What in Lueda? Oh, yeah. So and they know it because you see it on Facebook all the time. You see it on Instagram. Every time they post something, before 2 seconds, bam, you start chatting. This woman don't get a job. This woman don't get a job. They quickly go and check your profile. They find out you have 2 kids, but you are not showcasing your man. You don't understand. Now brain work. The moment you the moment they see that you're only posting the picture of your 2 children, and you, my 2 children in Cancun, my 2 children in Las Vegas, me and my 2 children in restaurant, they say, something must be wrong with the stupid man in this marriage. Something must be wrong with that stupid man. That stupid man is not in this picture. Okay, I know how to penetrate. Then they now start developing a script. They develop a script. They watch you for like about some few days just to know what you like because of what you're posting. Some women just post flower verse. Some women just post themselves dancing. Women just do dancing. They know that, okay, this person loves to dance. Okay, I know what to do. Okay, and what to do is just to appreciate her dancing. Like, mommy, oh my mama, oh Lord, you are a naturalist, a natural dancer. You're a natural dancer. You're so good at what you do. And then they start coming in, and then you'll be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. All right, and that's what they use in getting you. All right, and the next thing they will do is when they're able to penetrate you, then they take you to a different level of what you have not been experiencing in your home. Like, I'm telling you, you'll not believe it. You'll never believe it. Then you just go. And that's how they get you. Maybe you remember now that boy, the boy that was chatting with you the other day. Maybe God don't know Sonia. Is that not what he was saying? That was women. How you guys? I don't understand you guys. You will be keeping ex-boyfriend's message. Where the guy said, you are the most beautiful woman in the world. If I die and I come back again, I will look for you. You know that my life is over without you. I cannot live my life without you. You are the angel of my life. You are the Agbani Darego of my situation. You are the one that I always want to talk about. You are the one I think about when I dream of you. Women, we go and save it. And then once in a while, you see them sit down and they're smiling. You'll be wondering, can you in message? What is she reading? What is this woman reading? What is she reading inside of a phone that is making her smile like shobo shobo? And when they're smiling, they'll be smiling like so. You will know that this is a love story. Is it? Is when a woman is reading a love story, you will know the smiling is different. It's so very different. Very, very different. And the boy already dumped you. The boy already dumped you. The guy's been gone for like 20 years ago. And the message is still on your phone. Okay? The message is still on your phone. And then once in a while, when you are not happy, you go back and read it. And you'll be smiling like so. You see the women, you carry their phone. The husband you know what I'm saying? All right. So let's come back to this story. So she told me it's a 3 years, no touching, 3 years of hell. And she wanted to be happy. So she met a guy on Instagram. And this Instagram guy is actually Mr. Idon. The guy is Mr. Idon. The guy was just saying all manners of beautiful things, beautiful things, beautiful things. You know what I'm saying? You know musicians, they know how to do this thing. Musician can do these things very well. Somebody is horrible. And then they are calling him Aguntasholo. They're trying to tap into his head. Aguntasholo, Aguntasholo. And the person is Danku. He's a Danku person and horrible with big belly. And they are calling him Aguntasholo. Instead of his head, he thinks he's tall. Because when people tell you stuff, they tell you stuff like that, you will think you will start believing it. So when the musicians, they use it for you, okay, and then they start calling you Mr. Money, Mr. Money, so man, no, oh man, no, oh man, no, they're saying, oh man, no, it's a communication. They're communicating to you, but not on you, and you yourself, because you know they already call you a Gutasholo. They say, oh man, no, you just continue. Wàá sì sunkún gbẹ̀yìn ni ó máa sunkún ó yẹ tí bàbá láńlọ́ọ̀dù bá kànlẹ̀kùn lé ẹ̀ orí á pé wá ó mà náwó yẹn tán wàá ná tán ó máa ná tán finally. They're communicating one thing because already and that's how they put it in the head of a woman. So this guy is Mr. Idon. He started putting the whole stuff inside the head of this particular young lady, doing this in the lady, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not going to blame that woman. Not because she's a lady. Because what you're not getting at home and somebody else is giving to you outside, it's possible for you to get carried away. Let's talk the truth. Let's talk the truth. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's possible to get you carried away. You will get carried away. So she got carried away. Yeah, could you imagine what this? Instagram is about to go. Don't worry, Instagram. I'm going to start a new video so you can enjoy the rest of the program today. You can enjoy it. It's possible to get carried away. What you're not getting at home, and somebody is giving you outside, that's the person you want to talk to. You will always want to wake up to talk to that person. Always want to wake up to chat with that person. And even your heart will be telling you. And that's actually the reason why you're deleting those chats. You will delete the chat just because you feel like, I think this is wrong. I think this is wrong. But, you know, you will want it because that stuff is keeping you alive. You will go back again. Whenever the guy says hi, you will still respond. You respond. Okay? You respond. And most of the time, you chat on Facebook or Instagram for a while, then you move to WhatsApp. Then you move to WhatsApp. And when you get to WhatsApp, then it now becomes a constant chat. While you're driving, when you're at work, wherever it is, you're responding. Wherever. Whatever. Okay? All right, Instagram, let me start a new video for you guys on Instagram quickly. Da, da, da. Da, 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 okay. So you get carried away. So you moved from Instagram, from Facebook, what do you call that stuff? Facebook chat. You now move to WhatsApp, and at that point in time, it's getting deeper and it's getting deeper. And when it gets to that point, you guys are chatting all the time. It's possible for you to forget who you are. Forget who you are. When it gets to that point, it's possible to forget who you are. So when you're talking about temptation, temptation like Baal, if you are not careful, you'll fall into it. There's nothing wrong in you being tempted, but don't fall. But when you're talking about falling into error or falling into temptation, I'm telling you, what you move on again says so. If you are actually going through some stuff, it's possible for you to fall. It doesn't matter who you are. You can be a bishop, you can be a prophet, you can be not anything. It's possible to fall. It's later after you now open your eyes and you now start asking yourself, how? What happened? How did this happen to me? I'm telling you, it's not just only you. You are not the only one on this table. We are all on this table. It's possible for people to fall. So she's not getting the compliments at home, no love making at home, nothing. And this guy on Instagram is giving it to her like constantly, constantly, constantly. And she got carried away. Then they had sex one time. They did. And all the while, this woman did not know that her phone has been bugged. Whatever is going on our phone actually is actually reaching the husband. Whatever going on the phone is reaching the husband. Hello, guys. The woman got home after sleeping with another man, and the husband said to her, "Who did you sleep with?" And she opened up and mentioned the name of the guy, this person. Why? Well, because I've been sad. Okay, no problem. And the guy said, "Okay, no problem." And it's been 4 months now. 4 months, no problem. Still eating at home, doing the same thing, no sex with a woman. When you come home, you eat, and it's not saying anything. Nothing. He didn't accuse her of sleeping with somebody else. He didn't shout. He didn't yell. He didn't report her to nobody. He didn't call nobody at all. And he would go to work and he would come back, he would eat the food, and he would sleep. I asked, I said, "Is he paying the bills?" He said, "Yes, he's paying the bills." I said, "Oh, okay." So I'm afraid, Pastor Shola, what could be going on? I said, "Madam, you need to be afraid. Better be afraid. This stuff they are in, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's not." That guy is collecting proofs. The guy left you 4 years ago. He's just looking for a way out. He didn't talk? No. And you're still home taking care of your kids? Yeah. You're still cooking for him? Yeah. I said, "Madam, you got to be worried. You need to be worried." Okay. Number one, the guy wants to leave. Number two, I don't want that guy to kill you. Don't want it to happen. Please. So, how did you know that your phone has been bugged? She told me that he mentioned some things during the time he was asking the questions. I was like, how did he get to know this? Guys, when you go to your WhatsApp, I really don't want to show you guys, but I think I should. When you go to your WhatsApp and you open the settings, you will go to linked devices. Linked devices. It's right there. Click link devices. The link devices will take you to this page right here. See? This is where it's going to take you to. And what you're seeing here is use WhatsApp on other devices. Link up to 4 devices to your WhatsApp account and name each device. Okay? Majority of you don't know this. You never thought about it. Now, what they need to do is they will come to you. They will take your phone. I'll show you now. They will take your phone. I see this code here. This code. There's a code. I'll show you the code now. All right. You can see the code, but you see this uh the camera. You use that camera to take a picture of the code on the other person's phone. On the other person's phone. And the moment you do, your phone will become your WhatsApp will become their own WhatsApp. So it's a duplicate of their own WhatsApp, of your own WhatsApp, sorry. So whatever it is that is happening on your WhatsApp is going to be coming to their own WhatsApp. And for people who do the kind of job I do, I don't want to be going through my WhatsApp when I'm working. So I actually put my WhatsApp on my desktop. If the moment a message is coming in, I could see it on my desktop and I could reply right there. So my own WhatsApp on the other phone is connected to 3 devices. 3 devices. So that was exactly what the guy did. Clone that WhatsApp. Whatever you're doing on your phone is going straight to his own phone. Whatever you're doing on your phone is going straight to our own phone. Right there. And they're reading all your text messages. And I want people to be very careful. You see, when you go to gatherings, you go to meetings, you go to church and whatever, and somebody is asking you for your phone, and they want to put their number on your phone, especially iPhone, they want to put their own number on your phone, and you actually just gave them your phone. I don't give people my phone. Tell me your number. I'll put it in my phone. Tell me your hello, sir. What's your number? What's your name? I will enter it myself. No, I'll enter it myself. Then you see people just go to your WhatsApp and click it, go over there, and then they say, I want to transfer my number to your own. Then they take a picture of that code or that code. You're done. You're done. Everything you're doing is actually going to be duplicated to them. They will see everything you're doing is going to come to their own phone. Somebody is saying without someone's consent. They don't need your consent. It is if you find out that you're going to do lawsuit. And you're going to be there, just be open, and they're actually in your WhatsApp and they're reading all your comments and they're saving everything. They're saving everything. And that was exactly what the man did. Sometimes you wives, you don't even know that your phone is actually linked to your husband's phones. Some of you men are not able to figure it out. Your wife is IT guy, IT specialist. They know all these things. They know how to clone all these things. They know how to do all this. They will do it like within a second. And that's it. And that's it. And that's it. Somebody say, guys, check your WhatsApp. So what's the problem? The problem is that this guy is gone, has been gone for a long time. He's only looking for proofs to leave you. He didn't say anything about you sleeping with somebody. All right. He kept quiet. Sister, The storm is coming. The storm is coming. This is not the storm is over. This is not about the storm is over. The storm is coming. The storm is coming. When you live with the enemy, when you're sleeping with the enemy and you're eating with the enemy, you don't even know what they're planning towards you. Some of you go to sleep and snore, and somebody will pick up your phone and duplicate your WhatsApp when you're sleeping. All they are looking for is evidence, something to fight you, something to fight you. Right this moment, she should be worried. What's the next step? What's the next step? The next step is this. Such a woman should quickly, right now, okay, quickly, right now, do something. Do something. Make sure you report to your own family. Report to your family. Let your family know everything. Is there a way to remove the phone from linked devices? Of course, when you go over there, you just click that device that linked to your phone and just click remove and remove it. And that's it. And don't ever allow anybody to touch your phone no more. Don't let them touch your phone no more. Report the issue to your parents. Call your mom. Call your dad. Tell them longe gangan fúnra ẹ̀ ewu ni o. It's fire on the mountain, mommy. What has happened? For the past 3 years, my husband refused to touch me. I didn't do anything wrong. And I mistakenly slept with somebody. It wasn't intentional. It was because at that point in time I was lacking some stuff and mistakenly fell. And now my husband has found out and he has refused to say anything. Just want to tell you, maybe this is going to be the last call from me to you, which I don't want to pray for it to happen. Or your daughter is about to walk away and file for divorce, and I walk away alive. Which one should I do, mommy? Which one should I do? Let your mom tell your dad. Let your dad call you. Go home, sit with them, tell them the truth. Let them look at your eyes. Mhm. Let them look at your eyes. Let them call a family meeting. All the elders in your family. Go and meet the family of your husband. Meet the family of your husband. Mm. Mhm. Let them call their son. Let them call their son. You guys sit down. Let the son explain to them why he has refused to touch you and why he has refused to stop talk when you cheated. And the moment he is done, the moment mentions it that is done, don't look back. Men know they forgive. Men know they forgive. Just only a few men will forgive. Only a few. Let me put my number out here. Only a few men. When a man didn't talk, he didn't say anything, and you are sitting there, thinking like everything's going to be all right. It won't be longer. Get go. sir.
Yeah, this is Cross.
How you doing today? You want to contribute on the show?
Yes, sir. You have touched so many things, so many things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to speak to three of them.
Okay.
First of all, based on the marriage, I've said it time and number. Marriage is not for everybody.
Yeah.
People should not die to be in a marriage. And especially, let me speak to two categories of people. A virgin lady married to an young guy.
Yeah.
It's going to be a problem at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Or some sort of people, they were connected. I can't just imagine a beautiful looking young lady and handsome guy, and people will be connecting them, cousins, something I don't understand. There's so many things that's going on right now with people. Now, at the end of the day, people come into marriage, you have a problem, you want to be intentional about it, and you want other people, to carry on just like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be very difficult. Now, the aspect of that guy acting that lady's phone, a lot of guys do that. I just mentioned on the comment section, that's an app that, people will solve on your phone. It's going to be easier from you, the owner. And moreover, if you, pull up the apps on your phone, you will never see this app talking about. It monitors your location, your phone, your calls, and everything. And if the guy could go to that extent, then that guy is a killer. You don't have to. Why do you want to die because of a woman? If you can't give a gift to that person, just go your way. It's better to be happily single than for one to be married and be miserable. Anyway, I just hope that lastly, I connected with you because of so many things. I've never been on a live video with anybody on social media, the way I've been with you.
Yeah.
You teach practical, and it touches my base, it touches my heart. Virtually everything you speak about, I have gone through this. Now let me speak about religion. I am an Ijebu boy.
Okay.
If you see an Ijebu person that grew up, in the base or at the base, they always have Ifa.
Always.
I used to have Ifa. It never worked for me. I was born as a Muslim. Then I walked into the church. At the end of the day, all this never worked for me. I discovered who I am. I love God now. God does not live in the church.
No, he doesn't live in church.
He lives in me.
He lives in you.
Yes. I connect. Yesterday I went to an MFM church. Somebody invited me. Some business.
Yeah.
When I got to that church, what I saw, I have to call that. I said, "Are you sure this is MFM?" The person said, "Yes." I said, "Because this MFM I'm seeing is quite different from every other MFM." The person now said, "They need to do this to ensure that their youth come to the church. If not, they're going to learn outside." I said, "Kudos to your pastor." I cannot say that, this is a backsliding. This is immorality. If we don't bring them together, they're going to do it behind you. And that's the fact. And when they know that they can be free with their parents, they can be free, within the church circle, they will always come to the church.
Of course.
It's a fact. But unfortunately, I see a lot of comment section. There are a lot of comments on your page saying, I disagree. A lot of people will disagree because they are not in your shoes. They've not gone through what you've gone through. They've not been it. I connected with you. Pastor, if you want to do live video 10 times in a day, that's why my work I will always.
I know. I see you all the time, man.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you, my brother. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. It's not given to everybody to understand. They're just using you. You are the temple of God. You are the temple of God. You are the temple of God. Hello? Hello?
Good afternoon, Dr. Shola.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Another fantastic program. Well done.
Thank you.
I think you've touched on it earlier when you said to this lady, she really needs to call the family together.
Yeah.
There's no point being ashamed anymore. What's done is done.
It's done.
So what we want now is resolution to save her life.
Save her
So
life.
let her call, first of all, her family. Kó jẹ́wọ́ pé nǹkan báyìí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Then, co-explain, as you've said.
Yeah.
It's either they all come together, talk about it to resolve. Talk about it, okay, only forgive. Fair enough. Let everybody move on happily with their life. She can pick up the pieces.
Well, of course.
And then he can then move on and also pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, any to dake, or more reason to dake.
Only
But
plan.
she
Only
can-
plan. Only plan.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And she can continue to, it's not safe for her to be in that environment.
Yeah.
And I see people, commenting and asking, oh, why is it that men can't forgive and women forgive?
Yeah.
The difference is that men believe, and we know that women, once you get together with a guy sexually, you are going in with your emotion and everything.
Yeah.
Guys can sleep with as many women as they want and not emotionally be attached.
Yeah.
So for a guy to know where his woman has stepped out on him, he knows already that she's emotionally gone.
Yeah.
So he can't forgive.
Yeah.
So for this lady, she needs to call the family together. There's no time, there's no point just sitting there stewing and second guessing.
Yeah.
Call the family. Let her come out, be open, and just say, and then they can call the husband's family. This is what has happened. And then they can call him and press him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Forgive. If you can't forgive, let's move on. And then everybody will be happy.
That's it. That's it.
At the end of the day, they can go back and pick up their lives.
Yeah.
That's better than somebody, harming the other person just because they've done something. Because him keeping quiet, I'm sure he's chewing. Don't plan, don't plot. How can I get her?
Of course.
But then again, that would be creating more animosity within him.
Yeah.
Or something.
Pass on bitterness in our man. Kill that woman.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So let them get the elders in the home together.
That's what it is.
To resolve it. Absolutely, to resolve the problem for them.
God bless
Thank
you,
you
man.
again, Dr. Shila, for
Thank you
all
very
that
much.
you do.
God bless you. Bye.
Yeah. Okay.
You see, this is why I tell men, don't cheat. You see, men, when you are cheating, you are banging another person. You think that woman is only there like a dummy? The woman is connected. Open her leg to you. It's not easy. For a woman to allow you to have sex with her, she is emotionally connected with you. It's going to be difficult for you to break it. Break it now, you get exposed. Hello?
Hello, Dr. Shola.
Hello, ma.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, I really learned a lot from this live video. You touched so many topics about how to get better in life, about finances, and about where we come from.
Yeah.
Things that we do wrong, religion, taking it to the extreme.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. And then concerning this issue right here, like you said, the woman should open up, and tell her family members the truth. And the best thing is for her to be sure if the guy still wants her. But
no, the guy doesn't want that anymore.
The chances are very slim, so it's best for her to just leave and just that's.
The guy must have been waiting for her to walk away before.
Exactly. So
Of course.
It's not a good right thing.
It's not a good right thing.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
God bless you, my sister. God bless you. All right.
Yeah.
So don't go and be cheating. When you cheat, a woman will connect to you. And by the time you want to dump her, it's going to be difficult. And then they start acting crazy. And you will be thinking like, is it not just only 1 day sex? 1 day sex. Side chick. You just believe that the woman is just there free of charge just to cook for you. She's asking you, the méjì kí ló fẹ́ jẹ? Ṣó máa jẹ láṣepọ̀? Orí ẹ̀ náà ó sórí bí orí lẹ́gbẹ̀lẹ́gbẹ̀ yẹ ṣó máa fi gbìn sí, ṣó máa fi dé sí, kó bá mi fi crab náà sí eléyìí tẹ́sẹ̀ ẹ̀ máa ń gùn yẹn. Oyè ẹ̀ máa jẹ, continue to chop am. You now get there, she now say, take it for any massage. Ògbẹ́yìn ẹ̀ lẹ̀ wọ́n fún ẹ massage. Oyè ẹ̀ ògbẹ́nu sọ́mú ó fà á fìn. Eré ẹ̀ pa mí. You don't understand? The woman you're doing that to, you think is free of charge. She's just doing it for you for free. You think that's for free? The day you stop picking her call, you will hear bell ring in your house. Bam, bam. It is your wife that will open and say, yes, madam, what can I do for you? Say, she did make you want to what do your boy calls me last jojo? Ever me pay daddy? Ti make you kilo day. O je yo jamala. O si no mole. O wa be salon ko jo rara. Àjọ wà lẹ́nu ilé ìyàwó ẹ̀ máa sún ni o, ìyàwó ẹ̀ ó máa láti sún ni o, mo sọ fún yín tẹ́tẹ́lẹ̀ ó yẹ èèyàn kí mẹ́sì pẹ̀lú mi o, ó yẹ mo sán lórí gan o, ọmọ ìgboro ni mi o. That's when the méjì will now know ó ti máa mọ̀ pé yes, you know, now you are in trouble. Okay? All those things you're doing, you're in trouble. Ó lè bọ́ mbẹ́, ó lè bọ́ mbẹ́ láíláí. You know, one funny thing about women is I don't sleep with them. When you sleep with a woman, it's like you have stolen something. If you want to run away, it's like you've stolen something. Hello?
Hello, Dr. Shola.
Hello, ma.
Great show, sir. Yes, sir. Hello, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm good, ma.
Thank you so much for bringing up this topic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think you've given the woman the best advice because I don't see any other way around this. The deed has been done. I wish she had spoken up before she fell into the trap. You know, maybe a lot of things could have been saved. However, I don't think the marriage, I mean, I don't know if that marriage can be saved any longer.
I don't believe so.
Yeah, it's something I've experienced. I was married for over 20 years and I've been separated going 2 years now. And the red flag was, you know, when the man just stopped having any intimacy. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. He comes around, he goes to work. If we have to go out together, like there's a family gathering, we go out, and our marriage to everyone was like a picture perfect marriage. You know, even when we separated, everyone was like, oh no, there is no way, that's not possible. Yeah. We used you guys as an example, but no one knew what I was going through. Yeah. You see, mentally, oh my God, because you have a man, it's also, I mean, I fight so many things. I would not beg just beg just to find out what the issue is. At least maybe we can then resolve the issue and then probably move on from there. But you won't get anything. What you will get is just flimsy excuses. At times it could be that, you know, things that are not even relevant. Yeah. You know? And so many times I'll always question myself. You understand that? Am I beautiful enough? Am I not good enough? I would work, I would take extra jobs and, you know, be saying to myself, oh, maybe if I contribute more money, maybe things will be better. There was a day I asked him, I said, oh, what's your ideal woman? I mean, if for me to be asking a man that was married for over 20 years, that was your ideal woman, you know, what figure is, I'm a tall person. I'm not on the big side. I'm not a plus size person. He said, oh, bigger thighs. Uncle, I grew my thighs though. And when the thighs grew, the name he gave me was Buffalo. So now I had to look for how to reduce those thighs. You understand? All because I wanted to satisfy him. But now that I've been separated, to be honest, there's this big relief. At first, I was scared of what people would say. Yeah. You know, I didn't even tell anybody. He was the first person to. He told me, "Oh, don't tell anyone," but he was the first person to tell people. Yeah. I was so ashamed of myself that you know, what would people say? What would I tell them? You know, I just could not. I just, even when we sit down and, you know, when some of the family members came around to try to talk to both of us, yeah. I just really could not start to narrate all of that to
Mm.
people, because to me, I thought no one would believe. But but the stage I am now, I feel this great relief that I do not have to prove myself to anybody. I've started to discover myself, and I'm beginning to realize that look, I'm what more than I've always thought.
Wow. Wow. Hello? Oh, is that call gone? Hello? Oh, it's gone. Okay. Yeah, maybe call back to finish up. It's terrible. It's very terrible. What people go through. It's terrible. Terrible. The mature way to approach this, ladies and gentlemen, I think you guys should follow. When you start seeing problems like this, the very first thing to do is to pray. Very first thing to do is to pray. Pray to God to show you things, hidden things that you do not know. Pray to God. Let me listen to this last caller and then I will explain myself. Hello?
Hello, Dr. Shula.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, so I came into your show, pretty late, but I can see the topic and everything.
Yeah.
Shula, let's call it straight. You see, when you start vibing as a man or as a woman to the opposite sex when you're married, you are just creating that platform for that stuff to happen. It's the vibe. It starts with the vibe. That's listen. She was flirting with the guy. Who knows? And then they got emotionally connected, and it happened.
Yeah.
You understand? And let's not forget this fact that this story that woman said, you've not met women that knock anyhow. That are
No, it's not. Anybody saying Okurinico is actually lying. It's everybody.
I had one experience. The girl lives in Arizona.
Yeah.
She had done introduction, everything. And then she went to knock somebody that she never knew people were keeping an eye on her until I found out when they called me to tell me. And that was the last time she lived in that city. And she now relocated to your city, sir.
She's in my city.
I just hope that the men there too will not have their beats too.
The men in my city are,
So it is
my guys in my city, they call them Idom Akanaki. She picked the best location to come. She should have moved to Colorado instead.
This thing is so painful because it happened to my uncle. There was money. My uncle is very wealthy. The wife is beautiful. But the wife went to have an affair with his business partner. And what are we going to say to that? These are born-again Christians who these are people who are praying 24/7. It was then I knew that this thing has nothing to do with where I was church. Once there is a vibe, once you give in to that vibe, either a guy or a girl, it's going to happen. And then you now want to attribute it to the devil. No, the devil was sitting down there, sleeping and enjoying himself. You started the whole thing. So when it happens, just decide, do I want to move on from here? Because the truth is that men don't forgive when women cheat.
No.
When women
it's difficult for us to do so.
They forgive you. When women tell you that they
Hello?
fight.
Okay.
So we just need to be honest to ourselves on all these issues. If you know you are not ready for marriage, I used to say it every day. Don't go and marry. Just keep vibing. Keep doing your rubbish. When you are tired, when you are up to 60 years, you will know how far in life. And also women, if you know you are not ready, you cannot be married and then you are still vibing with your exes. You cannot be married and then still doing some stupid shit out there. Let's be honest to ourselves. This thing is
actually this story that we are actually running today, the man stopped sleeping with her 3 years ago. 4 years ago they started having arguments, and then 3 years ago he stopped sleeping with her. He would still come home, he would still pay bills, he would still eat at home, but he stopped talking to her. She tried everything just to make him to talk, but he refused. And then no compliments from home, no companionship, no nothing. So she found somebody online who started giving it to her as in like talking to her, chatting with her, making her glow. And then she fell for the guy, slept with the guy one time, and the husband found out. And the husband kept quiet, didn't say nothing about it. And so what's the solution right now? So what she need to do is just to be, she must be afraid. Because if a guy should keep quiet like that, after the wife cheated, it's a big issue. So in this case,
Angela,
huh?
sorry to interrupt you, sir.
That's
This
okay.
is what my uncle used to do. My uncle was quiet because he was dumbfounded. He didn't even know what to do. Even before my dad passed on.
So your uncle left his wife for more than 3 years, didn't sleep with her?
No. This one wasn't that he left her for 3 years or anything. We don't know. We can't even lay a hand to say this is how it all happened. It was his boys that were serving him.
The two of them will know the truth. The two of them will know the truth.
Well, Pastor, based on what you just said now, there must be something that, no matter what a person has done to you, if you're no longer interested in the marriage, you can just tell the lady to move on.
Thank you.
Rather than just keeping the girl and just because right now you attribute her that she's a blessed, that she couldn't even manage the man she's with. That's the thing. People don't come out holy to come and talk, and then at the end of the day, when it happens, everybody will start blaming. No, come on.
I know.
But it's painful when this kind of a thing happens.
Yes.
You don't know where to fall.
And we all will want to stand behind our own.
That's the thing. The family will back her. The family of the man will also back the man.
That's what it is. We stand behind our own. We don't want to offend our own. We want to protect our own. Even though we know that this person is the one that is at fault, we won't say you are at fault. We will just stand by that person. What the woman did was wrong. What the man did, totally wrong. If you know you don't want your wife anymore, say something. Instead of you just pushing her on the side, you abandon her on the side, you stop sleeping with her, and then you feel like that's the right way to approach things. That's a baby husband right there. All right? So thank you very much, my brother, for calling. I always love your contribution whenever you call. Every time I see your number, I was like, this is my guy right here. Okay? God bless you, man.
I'm coming to your city very soon.
Come to my city.
And I'll come in person to see you.
When you're coming to my city, when you're coming to my city, you're coming to the city of Idom Makanakis. Okay? All right.
Sir. Thank you so much, sir.
God bless you.
All right, sir.
All right. All right. So for mature people, the very first thing to do, if you know you're done, don't follow the crowd. Don't follow the crowd, please. Don't. The crowd will always tell you, stay there, stay there, stay there. You are going to dry up. You won't be able to fulfill destiny. I'm not going to lie to you. You will die without achievements. Actually, that marriage will kill you. It's not the marriage that you won't kill the marriage. It's the marriage that will kill you. And then you will wake up and then you look back and you tell yourself, I've lived a wasted life. A wasted life. Okay? You are not complete by getting married. You are a complete person because you are created by God and it completes you. Okay? So the very first thing I think mature people should do, the moment you are falling out of love, you're falling out of respect, you're falling out of connection, okay? You are no longer interested in this man. I'm no longer interested in this woman. The best thing to do is to sit down like mature people and talk about it. I witnessed one. I was glad. And the woman called me and said, Pastor Jola, I want you to sit as we talk. And the man said, yes, I don't mind. So I sat down there. I prayed before we start. And the man opened up and said, well, we've been married for 26 years. But at this time, I really don't believe that we should continue. I think I'm done. And I need to move on. And I said, is there any other woman? And he said, no, nothing. I just feel this is not for me. So the woman said, well, I really appreciate your honesty. And for the sake of our kids, I think we should make it peaceful for both of us. You have the right to come home to see your kids. They could come to your house to see you. They're grown already anyway. So why not? And the man started crying. And I asked him, I said, "Sir, what's the crying about?" I was like, he didn't plan it. He didn't plan this is how it's going to end. And I just feel like, okay, I'm doing the best thing for me, and I'm doing the best thing for her. And eventually, when we started talking, he now said that he has offended the woman, and you just feel like, okay, the best thing is just to let her live her life, and he needs to move on. Actually, uh, I was a little bit, I was just this close. I could have cried myself. I was like very, very emotional about, and the woman was like, "That's okay," and she stood up to go to him to pat him on the back. Went to pat him on the back, held him, was patting him. That's okay. I was shocked. I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was so shocked. And I asked the guy, "When are you ready to leave?" And the guy said, "He already moved his stuff. He moved his stuff. He just wanted to have this discussion so that he wants to make it formal. That he already moved his stuff. That as he's going right now, he's on his way going." And this woman didn't even talk about the house. This woman didn't talk about property. Didn't talk about nothing. I was the one that brought it up. I was like, "So how are you guys gonna fix all this?" Say, "Yo, the lawyer will handle all that. They already he had a lawyer already. That the lawyer is gonna handle all that stuff." So he left us at the house, and the woman offered me food. I said, "Well, I'm not eating." "Why do you want me to eat? I can't be eating in this condition." Even though I was hungry, but I was like, "No, I can't be eating in this condition. How are you taking it?" I was like, and she told me, said he left many years ago. And they were only patching it. They were just patching and patching and patching. That he left many years ago. I was like, wow, I'm sorry. He left many years ago. So she must have cried. She must have cried. She was done crying. And right now, this is reality. Let's just face it. Let's face it. So the very first thing you got to do is to pray. Pray to God for Him to intervene. Ask God to show you things. Ask for God's help. Ask for strength. Ask for knowledge to be able to address it. All right. By the time you finish all that stuff and you see that, okay, you've have done that. The second thing you need to do is to get a counselor. I've tried it, I've prayed about it. It seems like things are not working, but I need your help. Let the counselor try. And after you've done that, pray some more. Pray some more. Pray some more. And after you've done praying again, get another counselor. Get another counselor. Let them give you another support. And it seems like things are still not changing. And this is the moment right now that you need to call families. Don't call family first. Always make sure that you do it yourself. Get a professional help. And by the time you see that it's not working, get your family involved. Talk to your dad, talk to your mom. Let them go and talk to the family of the man also. Listen to what they got to say. You see, most of the time, you'll be very, very shocked and surprised that the family of the husband, they know what's going on. The guy is feeding them. He's telling them, "I'm done with my wife, I'm moving on." And his mom is saying, "Into what if I know?" And the father is saying, "Into what if I know?" And the brothers are saying, "Oh, they're nice, so, but they're bad, so good." That's fine. That's fine. You know? So by the time you do that, and you see that, okay, nothing's changing, make up your mind to go to a counselor to prepare you for divorce. Let them prepare you for divorce. Let them tell you what you need to have, who you need to call, who you need to call, who you need to talk to, the documents you need to have, phone calls you need to make, how to get your children ready, prepared for it, and then how the two of you could sit down together and talk as mature people. So mature people. Yeah, same can happen to women too, as mature people. I don't see any reason why we should kill each other because I want to leave. I want to leave, yeah. But am I supposed to kill you before I leave? Am I supposed to hold your trouser? Am I supposed to be shouting, "Pamilo, Pamilo, Pamilo, Timeji, o le lo, o le lo, o le fimile, o le lo, ibo lo fẹ́ kí n lọ?" What do you mean? Are we supposed to kill each other because we want to leave? No. Divorce is not the end of your life. It's just the beginning. There is life after divorce. Okay? I said something yesterday. Some of you have been divorced for 5, 6, 7, 10 years, and you're still carrying the same wedding ring in your finger. Go and sell it and use the money to buy makeup. Sell it. Use the money to go and do your hair. Do facial treatment. Get a massage. Okay? Go and buy dresses and eye issues. And get ready to rock and roll. You understand? Get ready to rock and roll. If your wedding ring is panda, go and sell it and buy chewing gum for your children. Buy candy for your children with the money. With the money. We don't have to kill each other. The moment there are kids involved, even if you guys don't have kids, the moment there are kids involved, be mature about it. You don't have to kill each other. I'm done means I'm done. You can't force somebody to love you. You don't even want to live with somebody that doesn't love you. He stopped loving you for a long time ago, so you can't force him. You can't force a woman to stay with you. You can't force a man to stay with you. You will try. Okay? But at the end of the day, you are the one killing yourself. Then you develop bitterness. Then you develop hatred. Okay? At the end of the day, you start thinking evil towards that person. Start thinking evil towards that person. 30 years investment. Let me tell you something. You guys were the one that put that 30 years investment together. You can still do the same thing. You can actually reproduce the same thing. You can buy a new house. You can buy a new car. You can do new investments and stuff. Doesn't matter. But for you to be planning evil, I don't think it is. You know? Don't understand. It's how to kill people. Just walk away. Just go. And that's why I always tell women, empower yourselves. Empower yourself. Don't just be there in husband's house expecting him to pay your bills. Don't just be there expecting him to pay your bills. Try and build your own self. The reason a lot of you guys are actually stuck in marriage right now and you're not happy is because you don't have where to go to. You can't fund yourself. You can't buy nothing for yourself. You can't stand on your own 2 feet. And I've said it like sometime, and people attack me for saying this, and I will continue to say it until people will get it. I don't pity widow when they come to beg for money. And people say, "Why, Pastor Shola? That's so mean." I was like, "No, it's not. It's the truth." I pity them because the husband is gone. I do. But I will not pity you when you come and use that title of a widow to beg for money. I won't pity you. And they asked me why. I said, "What were you doing when your husband was alive? What exactly were you doing? You were just sleeping and waking up? You were making babies? You were cooking? You must be stupid to always believe that your husband will always be with you for the rest of your life. You're supposed to take a moment to think, in case this man is no longer in my life, how will I live? In case this man should divorce me, how will I pay bills?" You should take a moment to think about that right now. Don't wait until the guy is dead, and then you now come and now be using the title of a widow to beg for money. I will not pity you. And right now, I'm telling you what to do now. Will you do it? No. You're still going to pray. You're still going to pray. I pity you because you lost your husband, but I'm not going to pity you when you use the title of a widow to beg for money from me. I'm not going to give it to you. I'm going to ask you, what exactly were you doing when your husband was alive? Empower yourself. Go find something to do. Go find something to do. Dr. Shola, I put effort in my business, but no single sales since 3 months. Have you advertised? Have you advertised? Are you an expert? Are you a professional in what you do? These are the things you have to put on the table. Hire a coach. Hire a business coach to help you. Those things that say you are putting effort. What kind of effort are you putting? That's what matters. Don't just stay there and be allowing a man to pay your bills. Don't. You are digging a grave for yourself. You're digging a grave for yourself. You will cry. And then you start sleeping with your husband's friends just to pay bills. That's not good for you. That's not good for you. Somebody saying here some men don't allow their wives to work, then that's going to be the end of marriage. What do you mean I shouldn't work? I need to prepare for my future. It's only a lazy woman that will agree to that. Sit your husband down and let him understand who you are. And that's part of what we're supposed to put on the table on the first day before you got married. You know, getting married to somebody without actually putting your own life on the table. I'm a career woman, for God's sake. I can't stop my work because I'm married. Sorry. It's only a control freak. I will tell you not to work because they want to control you. They will take you away from making money just because they want to put you under. They want to always look up onto them. They give you money, they tell you to shut up. Because when a woman doesn't have money, you become a slave of the man. Become a slave of the man. You don't have to go outside to work. There are jobs that people do inside. If the man doesn't want you to go outside because he doesn't want them to sleep with his wife, you can get a job inside, in your home. Do the job. You can start a business and sell things online. It's not compulsory for you to get a 9-to-5 job. You can start a kind of a drop shipping business. You can have a store online. You can do a kind of data entry, whatever it is they do. You get paid for doing it. You stay home and be making your money. Your husband is a selfish man who's not thinking about the future. That guy, it's possible for him to go to work and not come back. It's possible for him to sleep and not wake up. What will happen to you? And there's only a lazy woman that will just agree to that. Your husband is telling you not to work and you sit down there like a mumu and you say, I'm not working because he said I shouldn't work. It's a lazy, lazy bastard that will actually sit down there and just be there and be collecting money from the husband to buy Rui, your Ampata and blah. What nonsense. In 2023, the higher people are open. How people are open. The moment you are scared that somebody wants to take your wife, it means that you have low self-esteem, inferiority complex. There's a complex in your life that is actually affecting you. You need to see a therapist as a man. Don't allow your wife to go somewhere. Don't allow your wife to go somewhere because you are scared of her being taken from you. Better go and see a therapist. Go and see a doctor. They need to do mental checkup for you. Something's wrong with your head. What's wrong with your head? What's wrong with your head? And that's the stuff. You see, you women that are doing full-time housewife right now, better go and have a change of mind. Have a change of mind. As you're actually there just doing full-time wives, you can become a full-time businesswoman too. A full-time businesswoman. Life that we live right now is actually totally different from before. Now you can sit in your home and make money from home. Not a lot of things you can do. You can work remotely. Get a job and work. That's it. And as women, please do it. Don't just sit down there, Rokoto. Your mate are doing nothing. Your husband is saying, sit down. The moment they become a nurse, they will become disrespectful. What do you mean? What do you mean they become disrespectful? It's the way you treat a woman that the woman will treat you. If you treat your wife with respect before she got the job of a nurse, she will be respectful to you. Okay? It's whatever a man sows, that's what he gets. When you show respect, your wife will respect you. She doesn't have any reason to disrespect you. But before she got the job, you were a bully. There's going to be a payback time. Always remember, payback time is coming. Payback time is coming. Don't demonize doctors and nurses. They're not bad people. They're just giving to you what you gave to them. They're giving to you what you give to them. You know? You see that right there? America, God bless America, man. God bless America. It's a land of freedom, a land of rights. Everybody's got a right. The right is not given to you by the government. The right is given to you by God. The moment you are created, everybody, you have a right. Have a right. God bless America. Religion messed up Africa. Religion messed up Africa. Gbọ́ràn sẹ́kọ̀ lẹ́nu, gbọ́ràn sẹ́kọ̀ lẹ́nu, gbọ́ràn sẹ́kọ̀ lẹ́nu. You know? But people just don't replicate. It's because you are married to a wicked person. You chose that woman you married. Check the woman very well. I'm talking about good people here. I'm talking about ideal people. I'm not talking about you marrying Omowobe, marrying Omowere. You know, it depends on your choice. Choose the right thing. Don't be choosing pointed breast. Don't be choosing big bum bum. Choose big bum bum. You don't know about character. You will complain later. You can complain later. You complain later. Marry the right person. Don't be married, just don't marry body parts. And you don't come out here. Everything to be bang. You marry bang. You didn't marry character. You marry character. That's why they're doing that. So many women are not well trained. You don't marry a woman that is not well trained. You don't. You don't. Always make sure you go for character, not breast and vagina. It's not going to last. Telling you. I gotta go. I need to work. I need to go to work. Have a beautiful day, everybody. God bless you. And I'll see you guys later today. Bye. Instagram, bye. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming on my show today. I really appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys later. By the grace of God. Bye. And thank you very much for those who called in on the show. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.